Darryl Charles.
Hello.
Hey, how goes
And
it?
hello to you.
Hey, hi.
This is the Knockout Nerds.
We're back again.
So right there.
Mm.
That's Setoiyo. I'm Darryl. On this podcast, two comedians, I already said our names, are going to be telling you about something, either nerdy or in the knockout arts. You see, hence...
Knockout Nerds. And we are doing this from the wonderful Anga Studio. Thank you so much. Shouts to Anga.
Shout out to Anga. You, too, can rent time here at the studio. Do so. We know some people who are in the works to do that, and we applaud it. And we invite you to also help offset our costs.
And I would like to invite you to come to Punchline Philly March 15th, 7 p.m., where I will be headlining. Darryl Charles will be there. He'll be featuring. It's going to be a Knockout Nerds night of comedy. Go to punchlinepphilly.com. Grab tickets to that show.
Hit pause.
Hit pause right now.
Go do it.
Yeah.
We'll be here.
Yeah, we ain't going nowhere.
We'll wait.
See? And now you're back.
Huh?
And we appreciate you for doing that.
Thank you so much. We'll see you on the 15th.
You're a very good person. You've done a good thing for yourself. You're going to have a great time. It's going to be a great night of comedy. We're going to both be dressed amazing, by the way. We're going to be...
You know what I'm thinking, though?
Uh-huh.
To fulfill the prophecy of being for the streets?
Yeah.
I might give sweatpants a shot.
Huh?
On stage.
Are you going to go full gray?
Yeah.
Because if you're going to do it, first of all, I have mixed feelings about that, but...
I already done the shorts.
If you're going to do it, you can't be half pregnant. You got to be rocking them grays.
Yeah, you got to.
And that top got to be top tier, and them shoes got to really.
Oh yeah. It would pull the room together.
If you rock the grays, you are letting these women know, if you kick it with me, you're in for a gutting. You're in for you. That is very talk loud language. It's very
you're coming over, but you're limping back.
It's very, very tall. I remember one time.
You're walking over.
Yeah.
But you're limping back.
Go outside with gray sweatpants. I remember I
one time I did it at an open mic. And I'll never forget, there was a lady at the bar that was like very catty corner to the thing, and she never looked me in the eyes my entire set. And I was like, this is rude.
You're a fucking whore. It's like, and everybody's like, look, this fucking whore over here. This is brother. I had when I was in my 20s, I was dating this woman for a number of years, and I made the mistake of go into her place with the grays on, like, and she was like, "You came from outside like that?" And I was like,
"It's a nice day. I was wearing sweatpants."
I was like, and I came with
a casual day,
brother. And I went to the store. I went to the Giant Eagle and got her some stuff. She's like, "You were in the fucking supermarket like that?" And I don't understand that there's a problem.
You fucking trollop.
Yeah, she's like, "You fucking floozy." It's like, huh? You're just, yo. She was so mad. She was like, "You're for fucking everyone, aren't you? You're for fucking everyone, huh? You little fucking whore." It's like
every time I've been dressed down like this, it was always in jest.
Yeah, no,
she was legit, man.
She was very serious.
Out here shaking it for these whores.
For these whores. You're just a little fucking slut. I'm like, I bought you the rotisserie chicken you wanted.
You're a whole chicken.
Right? Come on.
But you're the fucking bird.
Yeah. Huh? You're just out here fucking them all, aren't you? And I'm like, I'm only 5'9". What do you want from me? Who do you think I am?
So what you're saying is I should stick to the shorts and the jeans. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you should, but also, but hey, I'm just saying, there's gonna be a meet and greet afterward. You gotta, you gotta.
That's fine.
Yeah,
it's impossible for me to have an erection while doing stand-up comedy.
You don't know that yet.
I do.
You have an idea based on the information that you have collected.
Yes.
But you don't know about after the show. You don't know that person yet.
I don't.
You don't know that person yet, and you wearing some gray sweatpants that'll activate something in you that you didn't know could be activated.
Activate something in me. All
yeah,
right.
yeah. You asking for the demons to come out.
Yeah.
You asking.
A little bit.
Yes, you. All right, we got our hot takes. Yeah.
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 Me?
Yeah, you.
All right. Listen. First off, these are fake takes, okay? I need...
Yeah, preface it hard with that one, brother. Preface it hard with that one, brother.
We're doing this for the views. We're doing this for the interactions. We will not include this part in the clips. We're all in on the joke, okay? All right?
Yeah.
All right. Here's the hot take. my condolences to every single victim of Jeffrey Epstein and his cohort
And their families.
and their families. Yeah, super. Every victim. So sorry, but I do believe that there is a victim class that we aren't talking about. Now, mind you, some of the biggest magnates of computers, power, business, real estate, they all were convening to do diabolically evil shit. But I don't know this for a fact. I have not referenced any of the materials that are all over the internet. But there has to have been a junior manager who was doing his best to get a promotion. And his boss said, look, I got to go to this island. We're doing a thing. It's like a meet and greet with a lot of powerful people. Let's talk about what your plan is for this new promotion. Yes, it comes with a C-suite. Yes, it comes with a personal driver. Your salary will increase by about 70%. But I just want to talk to you over the weekend.
Yeah.
And then we can do this. And this person's like, yes.
I finally did it.
I finally did it. This is gonna, the marriage has been on the rocks.
I'm about to tell my wife, oh my God, this changes my kids' lives.
Changes everything. We're gonna get them into the good schools. They're gonna be around powerful people. And then the door busts open on that private plane.
Monsters.
And you realize,
oh no,
it's like from dusk till dawn. You're like, oh my God.
Oh my God. Ooh. And the moment you in, because you're like, what you mean? They taped everything.
Yeah, like and I should say, history will look at that person as a coward.
Yes, 100%.
You never came forward.
Nope.
You didn't do anything to blow the whistle. You didn't do anything. You just kept it going. Whether or not you participated in the acts at the island, a separate issue. The problem is, you were there for honest reasons. You were like, I just need this leg up on the competition at work.
What you mean?
I drive a Toyota Tercel.
I have a degree in general studies, my guy. What you mean? You try getting good health care in 2010. You try. You try.
I've been working at this company for forever.
My wife said, I need to make more money. She's gonna take the kids. She's gonna take the kids.
And I'm just saying, there were underlings there who had no idea what was happening until it was too late. And to them, I say, you should have stepped up and said something early. Now, your family doesn't want to talk.
They don't want to. Now you actually did lose them.
Yeah,
your greatest fear actually happened. They did leave. They had to. Yeah. There's actually I believe
the smallest violin to you.
Yes. There's a Pedia site. Someone created a Pedia site. A
Wikipedia
site. Yeah.
Whoo,
There's
you gotta use all the syllables.
I think it's like a JPedia thing that someone created. That literally is like they're compiling everybody. So,
and I do know there's like some guy, I can't remember his Insta, but like he has bought like TrumpKennedyCenter.com.
Yeah.
He's bought like JDVance.com.
Yep.
He's bought a bunch of these websites, and he did say he's gonna have a fully searchable Epstein file list on TrumpKennedyCenter.org or com or whatever the fuck it is coming up. So,
hey, monsters need to be outed.
Yeah,
at all times.
I was just talking about this with somebody. I'm like, I don't know if we'll see the seismic shift in our lifetimes, but this is a good thing because it's out on Front Street. And like, I remember growing up and a secret cabal of rich white men who were eating babies and doing horrible shit was like the rumors your uncle would tell you when he got too high, and like they'd bring it up at the barbershop before they went, come on man, stop.
Yeah, stop with all
they're
that.
kids.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it was,
yeah.
These were rumors, but now it's evidence presented by the federal government, which brings it into a realm that hopefully it does not seem like anyone in power today is willing to do much about it.
I mean, they got higher ups in Norway who've been outed. They've stepped down.
Yeah, around the world. I'm talking about in the United States.
And they're going to double down. They're going to double down. We're run by cowards.
Now that it's out there and everything, hopefully the right questions are asked when people are campaigning. These sorts of changes will lead to a better world for all. But that's not the point. The point is to make fun of the people who unwillingly walked into the Legion of Doom.
Yep. There was an administrative assistant talking about something.
Oh my God.
Where am I gonna find a job making? What type of admin make 110K a year?
All I wanted to do was make copies.
Right. I just want to answer the phone, dog.
I take dictation.
Right. And I ended up.
And now you got me in the middle of this shit.
And now I had to take dick. All right. Oh man,
Damn
that's
shame.
terrible. Yeah,
Damn shame.
terrible. So my hot take is, we have social media. We have all these cultures, and I think there's a thing called lookmaxxing culture, and that's where a lot of people try to get the most attractive they can possibly be.
So this is like the breaking your legs to be taller.
Yeah, that type of
thing. Getting the chin implants and the shit like that.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And getting super duper ripped and whatever else, and people think that lookmaxxing is
the Aubrey Graham abs. Yes.
And people seem to sit there and think that lookmaxxing is like this new phenomena. It is not. I think people are getting. Also, it's a right wing alt right pipeline. It just is, much like being a trad wife.
You really do have to look out for these things.
Yes.
A lot of times, if your algorithm just throws you a whole way of life, believe me, what they want you to do is say that it's the blacks' fault.
Exactly. And that women should be in the kitchen.
Yeah.
It always leads there, and then somehow you end up being.
And you're not wrong for looking into something on the internet. It's just when you find out that that's where it's going, that's when it is your time to say, hey, no thanks.
No thank you.
It's what happened when I was looking up, like, ways to be confident as a teenager, when it was like, you want to talk to girls. That is a real easy way in the fucking incel culture.
Yep.
This shit's been around for forever.
Yep.
But as I was reading stuff, and I was like, yeah, that is right. I feel like they do have the power, because I'd be trying, and then they'd be laughing at me. And then it was like, and also, the blacks are stupid. I was like, hold on a second.
Yeah, wait,
all right.
how we get here?
Hold on. What website is this?
Why don't you pull yourself up out of your bootstraps?
I'm like, hold on.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah, I think so. We got to look at it. Lookmaxxing culture is not new. It's not unique. Honestly, so many of these kids who are trying to lookmax now, I'm like, hey, we had lookmaxxing in the 80s and 90s. It was called pro wrestling. You like literally, you had Razor Ramon, you had Shawn Michaels, you had Kevin Nash, you had Lex Luger, you had Rick Rude, you had Mr. Wonderful, Paul Arndt. These were just dudes who were literally that's what lookmaxxing was. Taking all the supplements, doing all the steroids, having shitty politics, being run by a billionaire who has assistants that he likes to shit on their head, all of that stuff. This is not a new thing. It's not a unique thing. It's a very, very, it's also laden in homoeroticism, but, do what you do. But when people look at lookmaxxing,
nothing wrong with the homoeroticism.
Nothing wrong with
everything wrong with the rest of it.
Exactly. So when you look into this lookmaxxing culture, it's not a new thing. We was doing that shit, and it was called the WWF. Like, it was called the WWF, bro. It was the World Wrestling Federation. It was Vince McMahon. It was all his cast of characters. It was Hulk Hogan. If he could go to Turkey if Turkey was doing what they doing now back in the day, he would have been over there.
You know who it wasn't? The Sheik.
It was not the Sheik.
He's a good stand-up dude.
He said he'd be fucking the Hulk Hogan and make him humble. Sheiky baby, number one. But yeah, lookmaxxing culture, not new, not unique. Just watch pro wrestling and from the 90s and the 80s, and you'll see, we've done this before.
Also, don't do it.
Don't do it. No.
I think, I mean, I don't know if that's not part of the hot take, but hey, Darryl with an insert here, relax. Like, if you want to look good, go do the stuff to look good. But the taking of the drugs, the things like that, like supplements, I don't give a fuck.
We have now entered the meth portion of the lookmaxxing. There's a dude, Clavel Car, who's doing meth because he thinks it makes him look hotter, and he is decaying in front of people's eyes while he goes on live streams. So you have to be careful. This shit is not, if you're going to lookmax, do steroids like a wrestler from the 80s. Don't do this shit.
Have your heart explode.
Exactly. But by the time you hit 45, like a good American. Yes.
So, Setoiyo.
Yes.
What do you know about Fallout?
Fallout is that video game. Doesn't it take place basically after the world ends?
Yes.
Right. So like the world ends, and then you are underground, and then you come above ground, and the earth is damn near almost uninhabitable. Yeah. So you wearing all this shit on you, and then it's like survive basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's an open world RPG.
Yeah.
RPG,
role player game.
Role playing. But
role playing.
Yes. So
you close.
Yeah, you very close.
I was very close.
Congratulations. That was actually I didn't know.
Hey.
But you know, we're here to learn, but we're also here to showcase our knowledge.
Yes.
So it's an open world RPG. the first 2 games started top down, like the first Grand Theft Auto.
Yes.
Or not top down, but like at a angle. It wasn't like behind the back like your classic action games.
Yeah.
That was Fallout 3, and then New Vegas, and then Fallout 4.
So it's third person.
So then it was like more like a third person shooter.
Heck yeah, I like.
But
those.
the originals were way more of like a kind of dice and table role playing game.
Okay.
Where it's all about shooting probabilities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When it comes time to do this stuff. Here's the thing. The reason I'm bringing this up, I want to explain to you the timeline of the Fallout universe.
Okay. Heck yeah.
So the Fallout universe starts out with our universe. It's the same thing up until about the 50s.
Okay.
When the nuclear bomb was, created.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever.
Or what? And because this was around the time that you hear older folks talk about it and how they would have to do those drills where like if the nuclear bombs are coming, get underneath the table at school. Like that's gonna protect you, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So the word fallout has to do with the when a nuclear bomb explodes, the radiation coming down, and pretty much every public school is a fallout shelter. They were built that way for that purpose.
Okay.
I remember my elementary school being one. And there was a lot of duck and cover drills.
Yes.
You go into the table, or I think our fallout shelter was in our cafeteria.
Yeah.
But anyway, post-World War II, we win the war. The Cold War starts, and then the United States has to fight the threat of communism.
Yes.
This is where the worlds diverge.
Okay.
So a couple of things happen. One, the United States, in this effort to thwart communism, they go from 50 states into 13 commonwealths. They decided to break up 13 commonwealths, all independently run.
Ooh, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's also a Red Scare where they're, finding people and outing them as being Reds and all this stuff. Then there's also a resource war. I don't think I'm getting this in order.
Brother,
look, you came here for comedians talking about some shit.
I got to sit there and say in this alternate timeline, when they said there's 13 commonwealths, I was like, oh, black people are down horrendous. My God. And then they're finding out who the Reds are. I was like, blacks are, we're suffering.
You know what's actually kind of funny, though? And mind you, this is going to take away all my bona fides from the nerds, but like Fallout 4 was the first game I played. I have played a little bit of New Vegas. But while slavery is a thing in the games, you can fight slavery or encourage it in many of the games.
And I know how some of you chose to proceed.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like fucking Westworld, right? Like you can show up, you can be your most evil self, you can make a new game, be your most good self, you can play around, you can just be a complete sociopath if you want to, and see how the game works. A lot of people like to go through and be like, oh, if I do it in this very specific way, the dialogue changes. Let me see if I can get this person to kill himself. Like that kind of stuff. It's the way people explore the game. So there is the idea of slavery in the post-apocalyptic future, but not a lot of racism. Like black people are around. Like some of the characters are black, some of the characters are white, some of the characters are, they just, it's funny. I know. Here's where there is some racism. So
that train's never late, baby.
There's a resource war. The world's running out of energy,
and that's when blacks, we're cooked, bro.
Right.
we're fucking.
But the ways that the governments of the world try to counteract this is with nuclear energy. So they try to harness the power of the atom, and through a series of science. Again, this is a fake world, so there's no proving the science. They bring nuclear reactors and nuclear reactions into the home, along with robotics. So cars are powered by nuclear, batteries.
Yeah,
there are home robots, and there's a lot more just nuclear powered stuff going on in this universe to try to fight this resource war. But it gets bad to the point where the U.S. Annexes Canada. It's like they got a random president who said we need to annex. We need you. This next people.
You're ours now.
Fake world.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Craziness. Yeah.
Annex Canada, and they start fighting the Chinese.
Yeah.
So there's what do they call it? The Cinco-American War.
Oh.
Sino-American
War. Okay.
War. It was Cinco if it was Mexico, but it's Sino because we're fighting the Chinese. And there's this big war. A lot of it takes place in Alaska. And in the meantime, while this is all going on, it's like the midnight clock, right?
Yes,
The hands to
Doomsday
midnight.
clock.
The doomsday clock
Yes.
is ticking, and
Yeah.
people are like, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So a company called Vault Tech
Yes.
shows up, and they start to build 188, I think. Oh, well, 122. They
Okay.
build 122 vaults that's known to the public that are all built underground and are meant to withstand nuclear bombs dropping. And they start selling and raffling and doing this stuff to get people into the vault. Each vault is supposed to hold 1,000 U.S. citizens.
Okay.
And they're scattered all over the U.S.
Yeah.
And who knows what other countries do. Every single one of the Fallout games have been based in the United States.
Yeah.
They haven't had one that has been outside the United States. I think in some DLC you end up in Alaska in one of them or something like that. But so this Vault-Tec company shows up. There's also a company called Robco, and the leader of that is Robert House, who is patterned a lot after Howard Hughes.
Oh.
So he's like a very rich man who is also a little weird about germs and shit.
Yeah.
He runs Las Vegas. And so it's funny because now the show adds some things. But anyway, in the midst of this, there are a couple different organizations. There's Robco, there's Vault-Tec, there's other ones, whatever. Then there's also the U.S. government, obviously, and the military.
Yeah.
So the bombs drop. No one knows exactly who did it.
Who started
the show, because the games are set so far in the future.
Yeah.
It's like there's no
history's been lost.
History's been lost because the world was bombed into oblivion.
Yeah.
Like multiple bombs, every country just bomb everything.
I just know
to hell.
I just know Trump's little flaccid thing would be at 20% right now. Just fucking bricked up at the thought.
Not
boy.
him. He wouldn't understand. He's talking about Stephen Miller.
Talking about I'm sorry.
That boy, full mask.
I mean the
as
full.
If a group of men were just finished with
Goebbels 2.0.
Yeah. This is getting him
real bricked up.
Yeah, super bricked.
So he can then watch 12 black men and one Dominican just ravage, just give a good time to his old lady.
All right.
Just really pleasure her, put her through the mattress.
That's pretty much the history of it. And then when the games start, you are typically a vault dweller. I think every game you've been a vault dweller except for Fallout New Vegas, which was actually made by a company that's not Bethesda, who are the makers of the game. They made 3 and 4. They bought the IP from a different company, ZeniMax, I think is the name of it, who did it. None of this information matters.
Yeah.
But the
super nerdy.
But the to boil it all down, the US Army ends up creating their own faction called the Brotherhood of Steel. They have
it's so racist. that's so white coded. That's so Aryan. That's some Aryan shit, boy.
And they are, built based on the military. They have superior technology, and their whole goal is to limit human beings' access to technology because they blame that
on the downfall of everything.
So they're like, as we rebuild, we will hoard all the technology and only use it for good.
Yeah.
The United States, turns out, the United States saw this coming. Some of the top leadership decided to create an insular group called the Enclave. Right before the bombs dropped, no one could find the president. Turns out he was on an oil rig somewhere, chilling. They're the Enclave, and they're kind of the big bads of the thing, because every one of the Fallout games, and this is why I like the game so much, you're put in a different city, a different location, and you're, obviously it's a video game, your character is about to become the most powerful being in the whole thing. But it's about, like, these people are living their lives, and there is some kind of a struggle over the future of the society. And each of the factions has their idea of what should happen. And then you, as the player character, gets to choose to help or hurt all of the factions until you get to the end, which usually is killing one or more of the other factions.
Yeah. Just getting rid of them,
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
But, I think that's it.
You know what's so funny to me about that, as you were telling me all this, I was just like, because before...
And then each individual game, there are, like, smaller factions, but Brotherhood of Steel has shown up in every single one. The Enclave has shown up in a few of them. I don't think all of them. Maybe DLCs make it all of them. And then, there are, like, local groups like the Minutemen in Boston, and the lamplighters or some shit like that. But yeah,
we like it's. I feel as though these games they become less and less for entertainment, and they become more and more of very, very cautionary tale. We've only ever avoided eradication. Like the current doomsday clock is like 45 seconds away from midnight.
We
big
are
dog. Like
yeah.
we right there, big dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like, and they're just like, oh no, we're gonna make the games about like, oh no, what if we just tiptoe over the line? And I'm like, we're tiptoeing over the line. Well, in real life.
Well, and that the other part about why I like these games so much is that they really do a good job of like using a lot of dark humor to spread this story, but it is about the excesses of capitalism.
Yes.
It is about what happens when you let corporations just run rampant. Because the thing that I didn't say that is probably the most important is that the public face of those vaults is to protect United States citizens in case of total atomic annihilation.
Yeah.
But really what happens is like 7 or 17 of the vaults actually do what they're supposed to say. Every other one, they're running weird fucking experiments.
Of course they are. Of course they are.
One of them, it was like 999 men and 1 woman.
Yeah.
I think that was Vault 68.
Christ.
And then Vault 69 was 1 man and 999 women.
Hey, let's go. Although at the
Either
same
way,
time,
bad
bad
times.
Bad John. Terrible
one,
John.
There's one where a guy was left with a bunch of clones.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we don't know what happened, but when you get in the vault, it's just a bunch of clones named Gary. And they just want to kill you while saying the word Gary.
Gary, that's all they know.
There's ones full of and there was work being done on a like the Steve Rogers serum, like a superhuman serum.
Super serum, yeah.
But it turns out that it created monsters out of people, and also the radiation creates monsters out of animals and stuff. And that was seemingly, because again, all of these are kind of mysteries that you put together by exploring the worlds, some kind of a collaboration between the United States government and some other nefarious things to try to build super soldiers.
Yeah, of course.
But turns out they just make these big green monsters called super mutants.
They just think our genes are so goddamn special. Goodness gracious.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? They do say like some of the superhumans did come from human beings.
Yeah.
Don't know the color of those human beings.
We sure don't.
We don't know the color of those big hulking green people who are stupid and violent.
I can take a guess. I can just take.
Well, in the 4th game, you do like reverse someone, and he was a white dude, but he was also like a doctor. He was working for the institute. It's a whole thing.
What I find so interesting is that when you say the United Brotherhood of Steel, is that what they're called?
The Brotherhood of Steel.
The Brotherhood. That's so fucking racist. So like, okay, we're gonna use this stuff for good. We're gonna use the technology. We're gonna limit it, and we're gonna use it for good. Brother, it's so funny because like Dune has that same kind of premise. We almost lose to AI, basically.
Right.
We almost lose to the thinking machines, is what they're called, and then they outlaw thinking machines. They're like, nope, they almost got us up out of here, and we are doing AI here and now in this world. And AI is already like, we don't want to be around you people because y'all are monsters. We're doing great, Darryl Charles.
You trained them on the internet.
Yeah.
As if that was ever a thing to do.
Huh?
I could tell you, I could finish this podcast with just a list of things that I've seen on the internet that would get this whole channel shut down.
Knockout Nerds, Darryl Charles, where can the fine people find you?
You can find me, Darryl Charles, at darrylcomedy.com, DARRYL. And if you can't spell comedy, you really, really, really do need someone to love you and hold your hand and speak slowly and loudly to you about how to come to a show.
Yeah.
Speaking of shows, you can catch me every last Wednesday of the month in Astoria, Queens at Urban Vegan Roots for a show that I'm running with Dan Ventrano called One and Done. It is a showcase featuring some of New York's best comedians and a few people who have never done it before and promise to never do it again. It's a good time. It's called One and Done. You get the joke. Come and see that. Also, debut album, Black Gentrifier, all over the place. Go do it. Also, come and see comedy. Setoiyo, where can the people find?
Guys, please download, stream my comedy album, The Foreigner, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon. You can check me out on all the social media platforms at Setoiyo1, Setoiyo1. And again, to reiterate, Sunday, March 15th, 7 p.m., headlining at Punchline Philly. I'll be there. Darryl Charles will be there. It's going to be a great, great show where you can laugh and learn and hang with the knockout nerds. Isn't that nice? Do it.
That's what you want to do.
Now.
Touch grass.
Yeah, please. And then touch grass afterward.
Yeah. Hopefully there'll be grass on by March 15th. Who knows?
There may be no grass ever again by March 15th. Who knows?
Get in the vaults.
Knockout nerds.
Knockout.